Nick Viall explained why he doesn't think Shallcross is very empathetic towards the women who are competing in The Bachelor Season 27. Nick was previously a contestant on The Bachelorette twice, before becoming the lead during The Bachelor Season 21 in 2017. He now has his own podcast and remains part of Bachelor Nation and reacts to a lot of things that happen in current seasons of the franchise. Nick took to Twitter to share a thought he had about The Bachelor's Shallcross during the most recent episode. He said, "Every time each hears any of the women express an insecurity, instead of showing an ounce of empathy, his face just drowns in disappointment." Nick seemed to imply that Zach doesn't feel bad when the women express how they are feeling and almost seems bothered by it. When one viewer replied by calling Zach a narcissist, Nick disagreed with that sentiment, saying, "OMG. No, he isn't. He's well-intentioned. Just lacks experience and probably had an extremely emotionally comfortable life to date." Nick Viall thinks Zach forces Bachelor women to prove themselves in a third and final tweet on the matter. Nick shared, "Zach is fully in I'm the Bachelor, and it's your job to prove to me your worth." Mode. Empathy is a very important trait in any partner, and that is really what Nick is pointing out about Zach here. He thinks that instead of making the women prove themselves to Zach, he should be proving himself to the women just as much. While he may be the lead of The Bachelor and have multiple women fawning over him and falling in love with him during his journey, he should have to prove himself as well. While it can be difficult to unlock emotional availability for multiple women at the same time, there's been some doubt over whether Zach was up to the challenge ever since it was announced he would be The Bachelor Season 27 lead. It can be difficult to even be emotionally available for one partner, let alone multiple. However, in the case of leads on The Bachelor and Bachelorette, it is very important that they are open with the people competing for their love and let them know that they are working to also prove themselves. At the end of the day, Bachelor Nation always has a lot to say about the stars of the current seasons. However, Nick may have a point because Zach's dullness and lack of expression were some of the reasons there was trepidation over him becoming the Bachelor lead in the first place. It is a big responsibility to open oneself up to multiple partners when looking for love on a reality television show, and Zach needs to prove to the women that he is deserving of their love and also to all the people at home watching along. The Bachelor airs Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on ABC. Sources: Nick Viall, Twitter. Nick Viall, Twitter. Nick Viall, Twitter.